Hello students, in this session we will learn about the decision making statements in Java. So the decision making statements is also called as the selection statements. Okay, so let's see what is decision statements in Java. So decision statements are like uh, decision statements are like if else, switch, else if ladder, and so on. So the decision statements will control the flow of programs execution based on the condition. So initially it will check for the condition. So if that condition is evaluated to true, then set of statements will execute. Suppose that if that condition false, some other set of statements will get executed. So this decision statement will decide what part of the program need to be get executed. So next we will see what are the different types of if statements in Java. We have if statements, simple if statement, we have if else statement, we have nested if statement, we have if else if ladder. Okay, so we'll see one by one in upcoming classes. First we will see what is if statement. So if statement is nothing but it's a simple statement if where it will be having a single condition. If that condition evaluated to true, then the set of statement will get executed. So next we have if else statement. So this if else statement, so in the if we'll check for the condition. Okay, if that condition is evaluated to true, then the immediate set of statements will get executed. Suppose that if statement is false, next the else part will get executed. So that is about the if else. Next we have nested if statement. Okay, so nested if statement is nothing but if statement inside another if statement. So first it will check for the initial if statement. If that if statement is evaluated to true, then next will go for the next if statement, that is nested if statement. Next we have if else if ladder. Okay, so here at initially at if condition it will check for the whether the condition is true or not. If that condition is true, then followed by statements will get executed. If that condition is false, next else if condition will get executed, and it will continue until the all the condition is evaluated. If all the conditions fails, it will go to the else statement. Okay, so here we have one more type of statement called switch. Okay, so this is also a decision making statement. So switch will have a take one parameter, and that parameter will be compared with cases. Will be having different cases, case 1, case 2, case 3, and so on till case n. If it will check whether that parameter matches with any of the cases. If it match, then followed by statement will get executed, and you will be having a break statement, then control will come out of that switch statement. If it will not match with any of the cases, then default case will get executed. So this is just a brief introduction about the different decision making statements in Java. So next we'll see one by one what are the different decision making statements. Okay, first we will see the if statement. So if statement is also called as the conditional statement. So it is used to check the condition. Suppose that if you included the if statement in your program, so initially it will check for the condition. If that condition is executed, so next certain section of your code will get executed. Okay, so here it checks only the Boolean condition, true or false. Suppose that if the condition evaluated to true, suppose that if Boolean expression evaluated true, then the statement block in the followed by the if statement will be executed. Okay, if this condition expression is evaluated to false, the entire if statement will be skipped from the execution. That is, if the block is not executed, if the evaluated to false, the statement in the if block is not executed. So this is a simple syntax for the if condition. if is the keyword. Next, boolean expression. So within this brace you need to include the boolean expression. Suppose that this boolean expression is evaluated to true, then all the statements inside this opening and curly brace will get executed. Suppose that if this boolean expression is evaluated to false and the none of the statement that are followed by if condition is executed, this entire if statement execution is if statement execution will not be considered. Okay, so next we will see the flowchart for this. So this is the entry. So here we are checking the boolean expression. Suppose that boolean expression is evaluated to true, then it will execute the statement. Suppose that this boolean expression is evaluated to false, so it will skip the execution of this statement and its control will be passed to the followed statement. Suppose you have the expression like if A is greater than B, so it will check whether the A is actually greater than the B. If it is true, these statements will get executed. If A is not, if it evaluated to false, then it will skip the execution of these statements and control will be passed to the followed statement. So this is the flow diagram. So let's consider an example. So here we created a class if statement example. The name of the class is if statement example. So here we are calculating the area of circle. So for that we require radius, area and value of pi. So we declared all three variables as a float. So next we assign the pi value is 3.14. Next radius equal to 2.1. We initially assigned some initial value. So here we have a if condition. This is the syntax. If we are checking whether the radius is greater than or equal to 0. Suppose here the radius value is 2.1. So 2.1 is greater than 0. Then the condition is satisfied. So next it will go to the area. Area equal to radius into pi. So which will calculate this, that is 2.1 into 2.1 into 3.14. The calculated result will be stored into variable area, and at the end we are displaying that value system.out.println. The area of circle, area for the circle of radius value will be displayed and area is displayed. So if this condition is evaluated to true and this set of statement is get executed. Suppose that the radius value is minus. The radius value is minus. So it will check suppose that it is a -2. So -2 is greater than equal to 0. This condition evaluates false and these statements will not get executed. Okay. So next we will try to execute a simple program for the if condition. So create a class, new class. So we will name it if underscore example. If underscore example. Yes, we require the main method. Check this and click on finish. So just delete this, declare the variable float radius area and we require pi. semicolon. Okay, next assign radius equal to 2.1. So just mention it as f. Pi equal to 3.142 f. Okay, so we'll check if r is greater than equal to 0. So we need to calculate the area. A equal to r into r into pi. Next we need to display the value. System dot out dot println area is A. Okay. So save this program and execute. So here you will get the output as area is 13.85. Okay. So this is the program for simple if statement. If this condition is evaluated to true, then this statement will get executed. Suppose that this condition is evaluated to false, and the execution of this statement will be exempted. Okay. Thank you, students.